fight fans, joining us now, one of the best trainers in the world. He's the talk of the town right now, Mr. Derrick James.
What's up?
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing?
What's up, trainer of the year? How you doing?
No doubt.
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. No complaints, bro.
Thank you for joining us. Always a pleasure running into you at the fight, chopping it up with you. And as of now, you are the head trainer of Anthony Joshua, and so many questions. I know you've been doing media since the press conference and the announcement, but I want you to take me back to when you got the first initial call from AJ or his team about, hey, AJ really wants to work with you. Can you take me back to the initial call, and what was said from his team?
Well, really, it was like, it was a DM, right? Somebody hit me up in my DMs, and I really kind of don't be over there checking them. Right. And the guy was, and it's like, I was like, man, I keep deleting these DMs. I keep seeing this guy keep hitting me up. I'm like, man,
who was the guy? What was his name?
KD.
KD, I know it.
KD, oh, that's my boy, yeah. KD.
He was like, hey man, I want to talk to you. I was like, hey dude, I get a whole lot of them in the DMs. Like, you know, people want to ask me to train this person, that person. Yeah. So I was like, he hit me up. I was like, man, I kept deleting. Like, I'm talking about weeks and weeks. I'm like, dude, I'm not, you know. And then what he said was, it's about AJ. I said, bro, you supposed to lead with that.
Right, you're supposed to start off with that.
You're supposed to start off with that. And we could have been so much further down the road, but he just told me that, you know, interested in probably coming to Dallas and getting with me or whatever, letting AJ get with me and, you know, work out with me a little bit. And then, you know, so it was like, I was like, okay, cool. But then it was like, when I realized, listen, what I teach, you can't get in one session.
Right.
What I teach, you can. So if you think you're gonna come here for one day, you may as well not even come. Because what I teach, you may not get it the first day, but it's a process of understanding and learning day by day by day.
Yes.
And he's like, no man, we're gonna be here for like 4 days. I said, okay. Because if you was coming for a day, you may as well not even come. Right. It was kind of like, you know, yeah. From that point on, it was like, you know, he showed up and just kind of, we just, you know.
And when was this?
It was in December sometime, because it was like the week of Frank Martin before we left to go to Frank's fight.
Okay.
Right. So it was like the Thursday before the week, because we left on Wednesday to go to Frank's fight. Mm-hmm. So it was like the Thursday before that.
Okay. Did the first time, or rather that time period when you was just testing him out, did you see anything new that you've never really noticed about him?
Well, I mean, I think that the thing that I noticed the most is that his how fast he is, his athleticism that we.
Yeah, you said that in the other interview, and I want you so much to expound on that when you mean athleticism.
His ability to move real quick and fast, and, you know, his mobility, you know.
Yeah.
Which I think that was just something that they never. I don't know, because I only seen him fight like 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
I don't watch a lot of boxing, so I saw him fight when he won the title. Then I saw him fight Pisco. Yeah. And then Dominic Brazil. And probably that's probably it. You know.
Well, did you see the losses against Usyk?
I saw, you know what? Now I saw Andy Ruiz fight the second one.
Okay.
And I saw a little bit of the loss, the last fight with Usyk. I didn't watch the first one, but I saw the last one. A little bit of it, like.
What was your take on him as a person when he first came into the gym after spending a couple of days with him? What was your judgment about him, AJ, you know, the person, not the fighter?
Man, you really realize he's a real guy, and he's really genuine, and he's really cool to be around, because he's gonna be honest. Like I told him, I said, listen, I said, I'm never gonna lie to you. I'm not the kind of trainer that's gonna cheer you on and rah, rah, rah. I'm not gonna do that. I don't do that. I'm gonna give you definitive answers and tell you exactly what I want you to do and need you to do. But I'm not a cheerleader. I'm not that kind of guy. So if you want somebody to cheer you on, hey, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna give it to you 100%. Yeah. And then you do what you can with it, but whatever. But he's real, man. He's real, like really an honest guy. And we had a genuine conversation. I took him into the room. I said, let me talk to you. And we started talking or whatever. And it was like, from there, it was like the building that foundation, even before we worked out. It was just like the conversation.
Right. Well, were you one of the trainers that maybe even in your own mind, when you seen him, well, when you heard about him losing to Usyk, did you say like other trainers, man, I could have easily made him walk forward and walk him down and beat him?
Well, you know, I really didn't care.
Got you.
To be honest, I mean, it was like, I said to myself, if he didn't give me a shot, I'm not gonna watch I didn't watch the first one because I don't really keep up with it, but
right.
I don't keep up with boxing like that. But the second time, I was like, man, he never came to me, so I felt like, I felt like he didn't want to get it, he didn't want to win.
He came to Texas and ain't come to check.
Yeah,
Mr. James.
In my first conversation, I said, man, what happened, man? Like that's 3 hours down the street. What you mean you can't?
What did he say about that, Derrick?
Just said that Eddie, somebody set it up. It wasn't anything that they did.
Right.
Something that somebody else set up.
Yeah,
Dude, look, the thing about this. That was that year I won Trainer of the Year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For something like with you guys and like
so he was looking in the wrong places, Derrick. He was looking in the wrong places.
It was popping. Like you going places where, and I say, man, I just said, listen, maybe I don't know. So, but I just said, man, it's cool. But listen, to be honest, he's a really good guy to be around, and he's very like we have conversations, like we talk about it because he's an adult. So you can have a conversation. It's not about yelling at him. No, man, we talking about it.
Yeah.
He understands, and it changes his perspective on, or gives the situation more understanding because I'm talking to him about what I want him to do, and if you do this, you get that, you get that. So he understands everything. So it's like, hey, it's real.
Yeah, he's definitely mature, intelligent guy. I know, when he came to the gym, Derrick was like, "Oh, now you coming, huh?" Derrick had an attitude.
But you know what? I didn't. But this was funny about it is I didn't think that. But when I said, when we started talking, as I told you, I took him to the front room. And listen, man, dude, look, I'm right down the street. So what he said. Hey, I didn't, he had nothing to do with it. So I said, okay, we're gonna don't worry about it.
Slide. You let him
slide.
You
gave him a pass.
Look, Derrick, there's a culture in your gym, right? Look, obviously, you train some of the best fighters in the world in Errol Spence and Jermell Charlo. Have any of those guys stopped by the gym while he was there, or was more
in the gym? Yeah.
They was there.
When the first day he got there to give the workout, whatever, when Errol was in the gym when he visited the first time.
Yeah, I remember.
Then when he came back to start training with me, Errol was sparring and he walked in the gym and he saw him work or whatever. But then Errol watched him spar last week and they were in the gym at the same time today. So and Frank's always watching.
So how's the camaraderie between Errol Spence and AJ? Like, how are they getting along?
Oh yeah, they good. They talk. You know what I mean? Errol's gonna ask him a couple questions here and there, whatever. Yeah. And then when Errol is hitting the bag and working out, AJ watching like today, he's watching. So it's like, it's like a mutual respect, man. I think that's what most guys need to listen to help them get to the next level or get that thing back that they had before. Right?
Yes.
Even for Errol to see, to see him do his thing. It's always something to motivate them. They both work off each other. And if you think about it, there's no other gym in the world you don't find two. Well, in the last 4 years, there's been no gym in the world with two unified champs, but especially and now undisputed champ, but especially with two champs, period, in the same gym. Right. There's no place to go to be motivated. And then Frank was ring number one. So he's right there too. So to be inspired by all of that stuff right there.
And now you're trying to bring the heavyweight champ back. You want a heavyweight champ too.
Bring him back, man. Listen, man. I really took the job because I felt like I can help him, and everybody feels like they can help him. But I feel like I can. It's all about strategies, right? Until we get everything down, then it's about just the strategy that they come up with to keep him in a space where he can do what he needs to do and not be able to be hit until he gets accustomed to everything. So that's
right. So if he turns out to be a fast learner and somebody who can take instruction well, do you think you can lead him to, if he was to get another shot at Usyk, to beat him?
Yeah, because I train left-handed fighters. I mean, I train two left-handed fighters. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I give them what they can take away from right-handed fighters. But at the same time, I know how to take the same thing away from left-handed fighters.
Wow, that's great. That's great.
But what's one of the things that you knew that you had to attack right away that he was doing wrong, that you've seen him in fights or in the gym where you said, okay, we got to focus on getting rid of this? What was it?
Well, you know what's funny about it is I didn't even address that aspect of it, just the fact that when I saw him in the Usyk fight, he wasn't like, I mean, I saw him going south. I was like, man, what the heck is he doing, right?
Yeah,
and I was like, so it was kind of like, and we laughed about it. I said, man, I laughed at you. I told him, like, I laughed at you. Six guy. So it was like, but it was like, it's just like, because he really did do the things that you work on. Is some things that you can't see initially, right? The initial thing to work on is something that's not even physical. That you can't even see it, right? And it's just like something really small. You just build from there. And when you work on that thing in particular, everything else is gonna gonna groom and blossom behind that. So that's what it was all about, man. It's like spending time together, just kind of interacting, kind of listening to him, talk, listening to him, and then filling those spaces where he needs to be, have those spaces filled.
Yes.
Now,
sounds good. So
we mentioned Errol Spence Jr. Earlier today, so we can't not ask you about Errol and what's next for him. And they're saying that there's still talks of him and Bud eventually making that fight. To your knowledge, has that been revisited? Is there conversations about him fighting Crawford next?
I don't even know. I mean, I'm saying I'm not in it. I'm not in that part of it. They just tell me when it's to go, and I go.
Nice.
Yeah.
What I want to know is, first of all, I saw Frank Martin fight. I went to his fight in December, and he's a heck of a fighter. Wow. You might mess around and have 3 champions at the same time very, very soon.
You're shorter than me. Can you see those?
Well, I ain't jumping the gun. No, I ain't jumping the gun with 4, bro. Damn, bro.
No, hey, listen.
What's up?
Hey, but to make it to this is what you got to realize. For me to make it to this point in life, to be from where I'm from, probably where you're from, bro, you got to believe.
Yeah, you gotta have faith. You gotta have faith. You're right.
The only way. Like, I am a consummate optimist. I mean, I'm always because I put everything in it. So I gotta believe. I'm not gonna take a job for somebody that if that's what he wants, that's what I want for him.
Okay, I got you. I got you on that. So let's say you were the matchmaker for Frank Martin. Who's the fight that you want for him next?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, because I don't do the match. I'm just.
You don't even care. You don't even care.
No, it ain't like that. It ain't like that.
No. What I mean is, you don't look at the landscape and see, okay, this guy's out there.
I don't watch boxing. I don't watch boxing.
My God.
Why?
Hey, man, because really, it's like a lot of boring. It's like non-contact. Too much, whatever. But I mean. If
it's brutal enough for you.
What the heck you be watching, Derrick? What you be watching, bro?
Hey, man, you be
watching reality shows.
Wait, think about this. If you spend your whole day in the gym, I can't see myself coming home watching boxing.
That's a good point.
Okay, good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, but Derrick, don't you study your fighters' opponents at times?
Oh, I do that. But
yes,
not until the contract is signed. Right. If we put like this, it's true. When we fought Kell Brook, I had never seen him. Listen. I only started watching him fight when we got back from London. I mean,
but see, after the press conference. Yeah. You're a different kind of trainer, though. Some trainers are trainers and managers, and they just got a lot more say in guiding their fighter. You're the trainer. It's kind of, I guess it's less stress for you because you just like, no,
get him ready for the fight.
Hey, buddy, I'm here to train. You know what I'm saying?
You
pick the guy. You pick the guy. I got you.
But if they ask my advice and I say, okay, this, that, I'm going to look at the fighters. But like, if I'm going to watch a fight, man, something like, it's a put like this. There's no originality right now. You know what I mean? Like, somebody mimicking this guy, mimicking that guy, mimicking that guy. I mean, it's just too much, man.
It ain't fun for you to watch. I get you.
It's not.
Now, all right. I mean, there's still a handful of fun fighters out
there.
there.
Some good fighters. I'm not saying they're not good fighters. I just said.
You know, and it's easy for you to say that because you actually do have one of the most fun fighters to watch in Errol Spence. All your guys are fun to watch. I want to shift back over to heavyweight.
Yeah.
Real quick, I want to ask you, Derrick, who would you think is the tougher fight for AJ? Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury?
I think that both of them bring two different dynamics. I mean, I think Joshua brings a lot of power.
Wilder.
And Wilder brings a lot of power and a lot of, he's quick. He's an athlete also, right?
Right. Yeah.
But then Fury he has a different skill set, right? Yes. So I think they both bring some different elements to boxing for Joshua.
But if you could only pick one guy and they had you pick the opponent, who would you pick for AJ out of those two guys?
I would pick to fight, right?
Yes.
I would pick Tyson Fury.
Why?
Because that fight means more. I think that. I mean, and I really,
that's understandable.
I mean, this is what I'm gonna say. Is because the damn shirt you got on right now.
Barak,
I got a job.
Got on.
Yeah.
You got the American flag on there.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm saying, hey, but no, I mean, I think that.
Yeah. All right, so
I ain't mad at that, man.
Do you see a long-term relationship with AJ? Do you see this, him getting past Franklin and this being a long-lasting relationship where you do finally have a heavyweight champion under your stable?
I think so. I think that to be honest, man, we get along pretty well. And even if it wasn't a boxing situation, I think we would still have a relationship.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I think that because you got two people talking, and it's like, he's very humble, very knowledgeable, very intelligent.
Yeah.
And I think that he's, he's if you think about it, to be honest, he's what boxing needs. But I think at the same time, it's like, people don't like him because he's just too clean.
Right. Yeah, whatever. I like the guy. He's a very likable guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm
great guy,
like,
yo. We love AJ. He's a great guy. But you trying to get him dirty in the ring. You want to make him a savage in that ring.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Well, listen, we hope to be across the pond for that AJ Franklin fight. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the corner and see what this version of AJ looks like. We want to see him do well and succeed. And we also want to see you do well. So thanks for taking the time. As always, champ, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, man. I'm happy for you guys and what y'all doing, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's really a big deal. It's really a big deal.
Thank you, man. I feel very blessed, man. Thank you.
Introducing the new DAZN Boxing Show podcast. No matter the time or the place, getting your boxing content has become easier than ever. Tune in as we give you exclusive insights, predictions, fight night recaps, and more alongside the biggest names in the game. All for free. Available globally every Thursday across all audio streaming platforms and with new episodes dropping weekly to give you the latest news. Just type in the DAZN Boxing Show podcast, listen in, and enjoy.